Blog Talk Radio.
Stevie B's Media Production is a part of the Shellcaster Network.
Stevie B Media Production presents Acappella Gospel Music Blast with your host, Stevie B. Playing your favorite acappella music from the world's greatest acappella artists. Sit back, relax, and listen to the sweet sound of voices. We're flying at 30,000 feet, and you're riding with Stevie B. Stevie B is on the radio. You can call into the live show, 713-955-0508. Or email us, butlersteve1009@yahoo.com. Contact us. Let us know who's riding with Stevie B on the blast tonight. This is the Acappella Gospel Music Blast, and you're listening to Stevie B.
This radio show is the 2018 nominee for the NACAMA, the National Academy Christian Acapella Music Artists Award. This radio show is being broadcast from Stevie B Media Production at the Carolina Studio in the great state of North Carolina. This is Stevie B, and I'm the Blaster Master of Acapella Gospel Music. And according to the late Yvonne, the general conner from Dayton, Ohio, she said Stevie B is the hardest working Christian DJ in the world today. May the good Lord have mercy on her soul. That was my dear sister right there. Also have a recent quote from Eastsage, Jesse Murrah from Straight Company from Louisville, Kentucky. He is the producer for Divine Experience. And one of the lead vocalists, Brandon P.K. Smith from Divine Experience, was on the show with Jesse from Tampa, Florida. Now, this is the quote. I really appreciate this quote from Jesse. He said, "My radio voice, my energy, my creativity is refreshing, and nobody does it better because nobody is going to outwork me." I also have a quote from Thurman Meadows out of Temple, Texas. He was on the broadcast here. He said, Stevie B is the hardest working man in acapella Christian music. I also have a recent quote from Ervin C. Jackson, the late Ervin C. Jackson. We lost him back here in January, and I really appreciate this quote from Ervin. It really touches my heart now because it came from Ervin. He said, Stevie B is the greatest and the hardest working man. He said, I consider you to be the lighthouse of acapella gospel music. I really appreciate that quote. And I have a quote from Mr. Ooey himself, Dorian Paul from Houston, Texas. He's been on the show a few times. He said, Stevie B, we need you. We need you, Doc. Don't you go nowhere. Because we need you. I love that quote. Also, a quote from Jeremy Roberts from Virginia. We interviewed Jerry on the broadcast. He's been on the show a few times. He said, Stevie B is the hardest working man on the radio, period. That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they say. And my dear brother Anthony Blunt, he's the radio host for the Gospel Train that airs on Sunday morning on 94.7 FM WWBC 1510 AM in Rockville, Florida. It also airs on Facebook on Sunday morning. He said the same thing during our interview on this radio show. So it must be some truth to it. And I have a recent quote from Kenneth Ray. He was on the show a few weeks ago from Made New Acapella Ensemble from Louisville, Kentucky. He said on the show, Stevie B is the hardest working brother in acapella music on the ones and twos. And my brother Ali Ezel from Fayetteville, North Carolina. He said Stevie B is the mouth of acapella gospel music. I like that. Now, I have one more quote I want to quote, from, but I don't have it, but I'm going to try to do this from memory because I remember this brother saying this. I'm going to have to add this to my quotes. But this was from the comedian that we had, Tim Pridgen, from Fayetteville, North Carolina, who was on the show on last Friday night. And this is the quote that he said. I seen it on social media. He said, Stevie B, he said, there's a lot of famous Stevies in the world. He said Stevie Wonder does classical music. He's the greatest in doing the classical music. I hope I get this quote right. I didn't plan on saying this tonight, but that's what he said. And then he said, and Stevie B is the greatest on the radio, something to that effect. I'm going to have to get it and find it so that next time I go do the show, I have his words correctly. But that's what he said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me see what I'm supposed to be doing now. I'm supposed to be dropping some bombs here because I got an airplane. Yeah, let me get this airplane. Let me get this big iron bird on up off the ground. I rubbed my two little coins together and bought me an airplane. All right, we got this altitude at 30,000 feet. That's how we do this show on a Friday night. We're flying 30,000 feet. Let's see here. But you can't be the blaster master if you're not dropping any bombs on your radio show. I said boom, boom.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking back Friday nights for the Lord. Oh, yes, we are. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to play some of your favorite acapella gospel songs from such artists as Straight Company, Dorian Paul, commit acapella chorus, and many, many more. I want to hear from our listeners tonight. You can give me a call to the live show at 713-955-0508. Or you can send your emails to my new email address, butlersteve1009@yahoo.com, and let me know who's riding with me on the blast tonight. I'm trying to lift up your spirits with these inspirational songs on a Friday night. That's right. It's Friday night, and Stevie B is playing acapella gospel music. So turn up your spiritual ear.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
On the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm counting down my top 20 acapella gospel songs for the month of March. Tonight on Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast. I'll be featuring on the show tonight my Funny Bones. You know I love those comedians. Also, my Song of the Week will get 2 plays on the show tonight, but I will not. I will not be featuring any shout-outs on the show tonight. Nor will I do any of my monthly triple spin feature. I won't be doing my old 100 feature on the show as well because it takes up too much time, and I have to get to my number 1 song before I go off the air. So you got Stevie B loose in the booth on the 1s and 2s. So let's get into the music, the sweet sounds of voices.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
Before we begin our show tonight, I have some upcoming events I want to make you aware of. On April the 1st, my special guest in the Story Glory segment is Chris Turner from Burlington, New Jersey. Looking forward to having Chris on the broadcast. And on April the 15th, I'll be doing my top 20 countdown show for the month April. And then on April the 22nd, my special guest is the comedian Larry Nunley from Fort Worth, Texas. Looking forward to talking to him on the broadcast. And then on May the 6th, my special guest in the Story Glory segment will be Room to Praise, Jonathan Charlie from Charlotte, North Carolina. And then on May the 13th, my special guest will be Kenya Shelley from Clovis, California. She has a new single entitled Just Let Go. So looking forward to having her on the show. That single was produced by Cornell Clark from San Bernardino, California. Cornell was on the show a few weeks ago. And then on June the 16th, my special guest in the Story Glory segment will be Seaburn Branch from Coldwater, Mississippi. Looking forward to having these upcoming events on the broadcast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
So who's on the playlist tonight? On my playlist, I have some new singles by Anissa Rebels and Monte Cuba out of Houston, Texas. Anissa Rebels out of Memphis, Tennessee. Divine Experience out of Tampa, Florida. Called by God out of Nashville, Tennessee. Dwayne Pugh and Brad McAuliffe both out of Dallas, Texas. Shady Kakaris out of Houston, Texas. And many, many more.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, on tonight's show, I'm counting down my top 20 Acappella Gospel songs for the month of March. So enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen, on the blast tonight. Stevie B is on the air. Enjoy the show.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
You're in the mix with Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 20. Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music.
Coming in at number 20 is Divine Experience out of Tampa, Florida. They have a new single entitled Never Going Back. I just love this song, and this song has been holding my 20th slot for 11 weeks. And we did an exclusive interview on this broadcast with Brandon P.K. Smith, as I mentioned earlier in the introduction of the show, and the producer Issei, Jesse Monroe from Straight Company, was also on that broadcast. And that was episode 228. So check it out if you hadn't had a chance to hear that show. You're going to love my number 20 song. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 20.
I'll never go back. No way. No way. No way. No way. Never, 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 never. No way. I'm never looking back over my shoulders. No, 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 'cause the Lord has brought me out, yeah. Forever grateful to Him, yeah.
The sun goes down and the night is come. Then our day is done with the sorrow and care.
In the morning praise, by my bed I pray. So I call on the Lord to say I'm grateful for new mercy, compassion, and grace. No, 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 I'm never going back. I'm never going back. To yesterday, I'm never going back. I ain't never going back. Oh no, oh no, yeah, I'm never going back. Yeah, said I ain't never going back. No, 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 no. Oh no, I'm never going back. I'm taking my time. I gotta made up mind, and now it's time to
This your girl, Tony Washington from Journey Acappella, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 19.
Holding down my number 19 slot is the Melody Airs for 69 weeks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They've been holding this slot for 69 weeks from Houston, Texas. They're singing on My Prayer from their 2000 album, Looking Unto Jesus. I just love the song. And this album was produced by the late Johnny Wilder Jr. And we did an exclusive interview with one of the lead vocalists for the Melody Airs. That was Frank Melton III. And we also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That's episode number 26. Now, for those of you who have never heard any of my recorded version shows, what that is, I record the show over again, and I take my voice out of the show. Now, some people say that's a blessing. I don't know, but that's just what they say. And the sound quality is excellent, and it's in beta hi-fi, so you're going to love what you're hearing on my recorded version show. So enjoy my number 19 song by the Melody Airs. You guys, Stevie, on the ones and twos.
Number 19.
King of kings and Lord of lords, He will hear your praise. I'm praying for you. I'm praying
I hope that your prayer has some real meaning. I read him say, I hear sinners pray, no, none at all. So get it right before it's too late. Don't get caught outside the gate. I'll be on my knees praying for you.
is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B. Hey. Yeah.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Number 18.
Holding down my number 18 slot for 69 weeks is Anissa Rebels out of Memphis, Tennessee. She has a new single entitled I Know. I just love this song from her 2020 album Stronghold. We debuted that album here on the broadcast, episode 179. And the producer is Louis Cooper from Desire Records. We also had him on the show when we had Anissa on the show. And I also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That's episode number 38. You're going to love my number 18 song by Anissa Rebels. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 18.
I don't know why my storm seems so tough at times, and I don't even know why I feel I'm losing my mind, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know. And I don't even know why my God would put up with it, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know, and yet I know always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know. I don't know why we choose to carry these loads, and I don't even know why we don't let God and let go, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know. I don't know why some people give up on God, and I don't even know why he chooses to still love us all, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll always comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know, and yet I know he's always there for me, and still I know he'll always care for me, and more I know he'll comfort me. I don't have any doubts, I know he's always whenever I'm in trouble, he's there for me. I know he'll always whenever I'm in need, he cares for me, and I know whenever I'm alone, he comforts me. I don't have a doubt. I want to tell you now, there's just one more thing I know. When I'm down and out, he's there for me. I know when my money is low, he provides for me, and I know when nobody else is there, he comforts me. I don't have a doubt. He can bring you out. There's one more thing I know. Hey, if he never does another thing for me, I know he's already done enough. He picked me up when I was down. I once lost
Hey, this is Tony Carter from the Chicagoland area, and if you are looking for God to give you a song to sing like Jesus, then you tuned into the right place. You're listening to Stevie B on the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 17.
Holding down my 17th slot for 69 weeks is Committee Acappella Chorus out of Rogersville, Alabama. Their single, Be Encouraged. I love this song from their 2017 album, We're Not From Here. And this album we debuted here on this broadcast, episode number 23. That was a few years ago. And also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That's episode number 9. Also did record a marathon show for Committed as well. We've done quite a bit of work with Committed here on this broadcast. That's episode number 49, and I did a recorded version of that marathon show. That's episode number 16. So, ladies and gentlemen, check out those shows. Those are great shows on my sites here on Blog Talk Radio. Enjoy this number 17 song by Committed Acappella Chorus. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 17.
All right. Brothers and sisters, we came to lift you up, to encourage you, to open up the Word of God and stop leaning on your own understanding. Come on, Committee. I need you.
Brother, have to stay in the fight.
Don't you give up.
Encourage my sister.
Oh, yeah.
God's gonna change.
When you learn to lean and trust
these are your best days. This is the first day of the rest of the life.
Come in now. I need you to hear this. We got a verse.
Ever felt like giving up? Ever felt like throwing in the towel? Well, you must keep moving. No, you cannot stop. Even though there are times when you can't see how, I came to encourage you. Trouble don't last always. No, it don't. Standing on the promises of a sovereign God, your breakthrough is not too far away. My sister, God's about to turn it all around. But you gotta hold back to His word, 'cause the day is coming soon. Hold on, breakthrough is right around the corner.
It's a new day.
These are
your best days.
These are your very best days.
It's the first day of.
I'm praying till you're brand new.
Wait a minute. Now, don't let this pain and this suffering throw you for a loop. It's just God's way of touching you and getting your attention. When I was going through, I had to open up His Word and let Him lead, guide me. And I said to myself, I reckon that my suffering can't be compared to my glory. Said I reckon that my suffering can't be compared to my glory. That I reckon that the pain that I'm going through right now really can't compare to His power. You will see through me. Can I get a witness? We've been endured for a night, but I'm glad that joy comes in the morning. Just don't be so. Just remember, y'all, He made this promise. He'll open up the windows
Hello out there. This is Janice Emerson, Nashville, Tennessee, former directress of Praise Unlimited. If you want to hear the latest and you want to hear the greatest, keep your station locked in to Stevie B.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Spinning on the ones and twos, it's Stevie B, the Blasta Massa of Acappella Gospel Music. Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, the late Linda Dilly from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She was a member of my staff here at Stevie B's Media Production from 2016 to June of 2021. She wrote all the questions for the artists that we interviewed on this radio show. We want to keep her memory alive on this radio broadcast.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
This week we are featuring the late Ervin C. Jackson from Wesley Chapel, Florida. Ervin was coming on the show every fourth Friday of the month to debut his new music on the broadcast, and he passed back here in January of this year. So we certainly appreciate his efforts on this radio show. We are truly going to miss him. And his new single was entitled Walk by Faith. They're going to love my Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
I've been so lost in life, but Jesus came and set me free. I was delusional, yes I was blind, but now I see. I'm not here to tell you all of the things I used to do. But I've got to tell you that He can make your life brand new.
I must confess that even though He's with me, life gets hard. But I walk by faith, because that's all it takes to get my reward.
Yeah, I walk by faith, not sight. That's how I see His light. It's not my strength, but His might. That's how I win the fight. I walk by faith, not sight. That's how I see His light. It's not my strength, but His might. That's how I win the fight. We have an enemy, and I just don't want to go. He's unrelentless in waging war against your soul. Yeah. You can't defeat Him when you try to fight by yourself. No. So put on holy armor and let the Lord of the Lord prevail. Yeah.
Mary Magdalene, aren't you glad to know that Jesus could defeat your demons and deliver you from the foe? In old blind Bartimaeus, it was you sitting by the road. You had faith in the Son of David, and that's what made you whole. And little lady, for 12 years you suffered from your flow. But with faith you touched the hem of His garment, and now you suffer no more. And Lazarus, you were lifeless, but Jesus called your name. When you heard His voice, you broke free from death and came back to life again.
So we walk by faith, not sight. That's how you see His light. It's not your strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how you win the fight. Just walk by faith, not sight. That's how you see His light. It's not your strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. We walk by faith and not sight. Yeah, that's how we see His light. It's not your strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. Just walk by faith and not sight. That's how we see His light. Not by strength, but His might. That's how we win the fight. Just walk by faith and not sight. Yeah, without seeing light. Just not by strength, but it's might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. I walk by faith and not sight. Yeah, without seeing light. It's not by strength, but it's might. Yeah, that's how I win the fight. I walk by faith, not sight. Without seeing light. It's not by strength, but it's might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. Walk by faith, not sight. Without seeing light. We're not by strength, but it's might. That's how we win the fight.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. At 30,000 feet. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. She's a rapper, baby. It's Friday night. And the mood is right. Stevie B's on the radio. We're gonna play tonight. And if you get too mad, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in. Stevie B, I'm just hanging with Stevie B.
This your boy Lil Lou from Athens, Alabama at Diesel Records. Giving a shout out to my man Stevie B. It's the Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Every Friday night we get down just like this. Diesel Records, baby.
And if you just tune in, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in.
Every Friday night
Stevie B's on the radio.
with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Diesel Records, baby.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
I love that woman. People ask, too. They ask me, is your wife aware of the way you talk about her? No, so don't be Facebooking her. This is her idea of funny. God bless me with an amazing woman. She's got a dark, twisted sense of humor. I mean it. This is her idea of funny. I'm in my chair at home. Every man, you have a chair, don't you, sir? Darn right you have a chair. You're a man. That's your throne. If you ever went missing, they give a cushion in that chair to a bloodhound, wouldn't they? Find that smell. And then they'd revive the dog and send him on his way. So I'm in my chair one afternoon, minding my own business. Now, my wife comes up behind me. She starts rubbing me like that. She's got her arms around me like that. She's nibbling on my ear. And, of course, I'm thinking, is it February 29th? It was a nice moment between a man and wife. We were married 20-plus years at that point, and it was a nice moment. In like a few minutes, just really nice and tender. And then at one point, she kisses the top of my head, and she hugs me. She said, I love you, Jeffrey. I said, I love you too, baby. And she walks away. And I'm basking in the warmth of this. I mean, 10, 15, at times I would yell. She was in the kitchen. Baby, that was nice. Thank you. And at one point, my son comes walking through. Hey, Dad, who drew that big smiley face on your bald spot? Yeah. What I thought was fingernails was a Sharpie. She was back there scratching artwork on my dome. So don't you feel sorry for her. She's sick and she's twisted. We've been married 32 years, and my father gave me one really wise piece of advice before I got married, and it's held true for 32 years. On my wedding day, my father said to me, before you argue with your new wife, and you're going to argue with her, before you do, take some time, step back, ask yourself two questions. Do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Right. And then he broke down and sobbed right in front of me. I had no idea what that man was talking about. 32 years later, I can tell you this. I'm a happy, happy, happy man. I ain't been right in 12 years now. Sometimes I even have to ask her, am I happy? Oh, you better believe you're happy. Okay. I was just checking with you, Buttercup. I gotta call my friends up. I can't go golfing, but I'm a happy, happy, happy man. And don't get me wrong, we argue. You've got to argue in your marriage. You don't argue in your marriage, it'll build up in your brain over time and fries your brain. Yeah, and then you wind up like those babbling, mumbling couples you've seen in Arizona, Florida. 50-plus years of marriage, they're kind of walking down the street. The wife is fine. It's the poor husband 8 feet behind her that scares me to death. This poor man's all hunched over, he's vibrating, mumbling. Always telling me what to do. I'm gonna start telling you what to do. I'm a man. You can't tell. I'm a man. This poor guy's starting to try to win back all the arguments he's been throwing away for 50 years. You know, he was 6'3" when he got married. Now he's 4'1". Look at the poor man. Weighed down by half a century of apathy. Leave a toilet seat up if I want to leave a toilet seat up. Tell me what to do. I hope you sit in the water every night. I don't care. And that's when she turns around. What'd you just say to me? I didn't say nothing to you. Scary. You have to learn how to communicate. That's the word, communication. You have to learn how your spouse communicates. That takes time. Men and women communicate differently. It took me 2 years of marriage to figure out my wife will never tell me to do anything around our home. If Tammy wants me to do something, she'll ask me a question. It's from the question that I got to stand there and figure out what it is she wants me to do. Simple example. Say I leave a pair of my underwear in the middle of the bedroom floor, which frosts my wife. That's her word when she's angry. That just frosts me, Jeffrey. If I'm not frosting her, I'm driving her up a wall. That's another one. Kids would come in. Where's Mom? She's up the wall with frostbite. That's all I know. You won't believe what put her there, man. It was that pair of underwear in the middle of the bedroom floor. You're looking at the most powerful piece of cotton on planet Earth.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I hope you're enjoying the flight tonight on the blast. I'm playing some of the world's greatest a cappella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. We're flying 30,000 feet, and I'm dropping bombs everywhere.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Gospel Blast.
Dropping the beat. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 16.
Holding down my number 16 slot is for 69 weeks. There's Tiffany Malone from Athens, Alabama. Her single, Let Nothing Turn Me Around. You're going to love this song, her 2011 album, Reasons Why. And we did an exclusive interview with Tiffany on this broadcast, episode number 7. And that was the show where I actually told her the secret why they called me the Master Blaster on that show. You're going to love my number 16 song by Tiffany Malone.
Number 16.
There's a story of an old sister who would come to church every Sunday. It was pain aching in her body. She would struggle from the back of the church all the way to the front pew, sometimes with tears streaming from her eyes. And one day, one of those young sisters got beside her sister, and she told that old sister, "Sister, if you're in so much pain, why don't you just turn around and just stay home sometime?" That old sister just held her Bible close and said these words:
"As I read the stories of old, and I look at old man Job, he lost everything that he had in just one day. Now can't you see him as he spoke with his wife when she said, 'You ought to curse your God and die'? I can imagine with tears in his eyes, I can hear Job say, 'I won't let turn me around. Though he slay me, I'm still gonna trust the Lord. No sickness, no sorrow, no pain. See, this is what I've learned. You see, when times in life get hard, that's when you wanna fall down and worship God. So I won't let nothing,
She said, "Before I take it back, I'll add more."
About those Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when the king said, "Better bow down before that image," that day, well, those boys were scared of the fire. Hey, they looked the king dead in their eyes, with no fear in their hearts. I can hear them say, I won't let nothing, no, turn me around. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. See, there's one thing I know. Sometimes we gotta go through the fire, but it's good to know Jesus will be right there by your side. I'm not gonna let nothing, no, turn me around, yeah. Sometimes my road, let it get a little rocky here and there, and every now and then my burdens get heavy.
You're like giving up sometimes.
I'm gonna keep moving, and I'll never turn around. I'm determined, I've got a made up mind, I'm gonna get my crown. She told her, she said, I won't let nothing, no, I won't let nothing again, no pain, aching in my body, you make me think about Jesus. Hey, how they whipped him all night long, as he marched up that hill. I can't imagine, can't you hear his mother calling? But I hear him say, I can't stop, I can't quit, I gotta keep moving, can't gonna fall. Listen here, sister. You see, he took the pain from me. The least I can do is take a little pain from him. I ain't gonna let it turn me around. Won't let it stop me now.
This is Troy Marables of Made New Acappella in Louisville, Kentucky, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Been a long time. Been a long time. I see Mary. I see Martha.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 15.
Holding down my number 15 slot is the Mario Brothers from Jacksonville, Florida. Their single Pick Me Up. We also have a remix with this single from their 2015 album, The Mario Brothers. Did an exclusive interview with Mario McKinnon on this broadcast, episode 175. You're going to love my number 15 song by the Mario Brothers. For 69 weeks, they've been holding that slot. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 15.
Lord, you picked me up when I was down. Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. Lord, I once was blind, but now I see. Oh, Lord, dear Lord, look down on me. Lord, you picked me up when I was down. Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. But now I see, Lord, dear Lord, look down on me.
The Bible says in 1 Peter 2 and verse 9, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye may show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness and into his marvelous light.
Loving Savior, Almighty God, look down on me, Lord, when times get hard.
Show me the way, show me your power. You seem to pick me up in my darkest hour.
This is my prayer, this is my plea. When I'm struggling, you comfort me.
I know you will deliver right on time, 'cause you picked me up, Lord, when I was down. Yeah, pick me up when I was down. I was down, Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. Lord, I once was blind, but now thank God that I can see. Lord, dear Lord, look down on me. So many blessings you have shown to us, even when we don't deserve them, Lord, you never give up.
So it gets hard sometimes down in this bed. When I read your word, I know you're always there.
Send me a blessing, send me a sign. When the storms are raging, Lord, I know I'm on your mind.
I know you will deliver right on time, 'cause you picked me up and everything's alright. Yeah. When I was down, yes you did. Planted my feet. I could walk again. Once was blind, he opened my eyes. Lord,
Lord, you picked me up when I was down, and you planted my feet, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. I was in darkness, but you showed me the light. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah.
Lord, you pick me
like
up.
nobody else could. When God's on my side, everything is all good. Life's kinda hard from the things that I've seen. But Lord have mercy, glad we on the same team. You picked me up, God, when no one was around. Through it all, Lord, you never let me down. Just want to thank you and have to praise you. So much to say to you, my life I take to you. No one can match it. Your love is a classic. I need your passion, what I want, I just ask it. You bless my heart, I don't know where to start. Only God in heaven, He can bring us this far. Yeah, life is full of heartache and pain. And He came in my life, things ain't never been the same. So I look in the sky, I look and see my King. I know we're in heaven, He's looking down on me. Pick me up when I was down. Lord, you planted my feet on solid ground. Lord, I once was blind, but now thank God that I can see. See, the lightning was flashing, I heard the thunder roll, but Jesus came and He spoke into my soul. Now as I'm walking through my valley, the Lord is watching over me, and I'll take Him everywhere that I go, 'cause His peace is everlasting.
How can I be happy when my life seems upside down? Well, let me tell you about a man named Jesus. He's the true joy that I found. There are times I get weary, but it's the Lord who strengthens me. So I just put my trust and faith in Him, and every time He's there for me. Every time you were there for me, when it on solid, on the rock is solid. Once was blind, but now I see. Dear Lord, looking back over my life, I see how you blessed me. Long night when I cried my joy in sorrow, my hope for tomorrow speaks peace. When storms blow, He's my everything. Yeah, I was sinking so deep in sin, till my Savior came and He reached way within. Yeah. There's a friend that I know that'll never let me go, and the love that He's shown is the best that I know. When times get rough, He lifts me up. The Lord will pick me up. The Lord will pick me up. You pick me up. Thanks, Steve. When I was down.
Peace and love, everyone. This is your girl, Genesis Archer from Jacksonville, Florida, and you're listening in to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. It's your favorite DJ, Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Number 14.
Holding down my 14 slot for 69 weeks is One Hope in Christ out of Louisville, Kentucky. Their single, it's the title track, Make a Way, from their 2018 album, Make a Way. And we debuted that album, we debuted that single, well, we debuted the album, that's what it was, on this broadcast, episode number 72. And now, one of the lead vocalists, well, one of the vocalists, rather, Garrick Edison, was on this broadcast, episode 238. This was just recent here, 238. And that show was, we had to publish that show on the musical platforms in two parts, 238A and 238B, because of the technical difficulties that I was having on that particular show. So that's how you'll see it on those various platforms. And I also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio when I debuted the album. That was episode number 7 on my recorded version shows. Now, this group is the recipient for the 2018 NACAMA New Artist of the Year. So you're going to love this group. Their single, Make a Way, holding down my number 14 slot. Got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 14.
Obstacle after obstacle seems to happen in spectacular fashion. I'm grasping for a grip that my faith won't slip as I travel on this spiritual road trip. Up and down I go, where I stop, nobody knows. But God, He holds the future. Whole wide world in His hands. My plans are not His plans, yeah. He will make a way out of no way. He's the same today as yesterday. The reason I'm happy, I know that you're with me today. God, yes, Lord, I need you. I know that you can make a way. Make a way, a way for your children. Make a way, Lord God, I need you today.
Another day in the world to see what He has prepared for me. Great joy or even challenges. I have no need to stress. God controls everything and supplies my every need. Simple words restore life and peace. When God Almighty speaks, something He'll make way out of no way. If He did it before, I know He'll surely do it again right now today.
What's going on, everybody? This is Mario McKinnon coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Y'all keep listening.
For everything He's done, I got to praise the Lord.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Number 13.
Holding down my number 13 slot for 69 weeks is Dwayne Pugh and Brad MacArthur, both from Dallas, Texas. Their new single, God's Music. You're going to love this song from their 2019 album, Life in Music. And we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode 177. Also did a recorded version of that live show. That's episode number 37. Now, these recorded versions can only be heard on iHeartRadio, on Deezer, and also on Amazon Music. You're going to love my number 13 song by Dwayne Pugh and Brad MacArthur. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 13.
I remember Sunday morning, Daddy would turn on the radio, saying I could see the house changing, rearranging, yeah, things shifted. I felt the sun through the clouds of joy, oh yeah, although problems stayed, felt like life would get much better when that music played. I felt it down deep in my soul, the kind of music that cannot be ignored, no. This music, I choose it, 'cause it keeps me going on. consciousness, yeah. Penetrate down to the core. This word we sing about is sharper than any two-edged sword. And I love the way it beats my soul. The kind of music that cannot be ignored, no. This music, I choose it, 'cause it keeps me going on. Every day the world keep on changing. Hey. God music, yeah, for the soul, soul sustaining. This music, I choose God music. Genre can pick you up from under each life circumstance, let you know you still have a chance. Yeah. All right, good.
In 4, 3, 2. Hey, this is Dorian Paul, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Ooh wee.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 12.
Holding down my number 12 slot for 69 weeks is Genesis Archer from Jacksonville, Florida. Her single Higher Ground, her 2012 album I'm a Soldier. And we did an exclusive interview with Genesis on this. Well, she's been on the show a couple of times, episode number 20 and also episode 198. And now Genesis was the recipient for the 2019 Acappella Music Award, Female Artist of the Year. And in 2016, she was the recipient of the NACAMA Best Female Vocalist. And in 2014, she was the NACAMA Artist of the Year. So you're going to love this song by Genesis Archer, my number 12 song, Higher Ground. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 12.
You cannot shake the way I'm moving.
Striving harder just to make it to heaven. You may try to discourage me with scandalous ways, oh yeah, but you can start me on the solid rock of stand. I'm gonna keep on working, Lord, for your kingdom, 'cause in the end I wanna be where you are. So I gotta keep working, I got to keep moving, I got to keep going every day. about me, but that's okay, that's okay. 'Cause I know who I am and where I want to be. Oh, see, I'm wiser, getting stronger every day. Can't stop now. See, I'm on to higher ground. Nobody can break me, nobody can shake me, nobody can hold me down, no, no. 'Cause in the end, I'm gonna be with you. I'm going high. You cannot shake me. Oh, going high. You cannot mess with me. I'm going higher, higher, higher. I'm going higher, higher, higher. Oh, you cannot mess with me. Can't you see me, Lord?
Moving, devil, you can't stop me. Daily, you say traps and you try to reroute me, but me not moving, me not going nowhere. You said which I was made, so you won't delay me. I keep on praising the praise to keep at peace. No politics can meet the mountain top is what I'm seeking. So start grabbing every enemy, get out of my way. Christ, I need your grace, the heart has won't behave, and so I keep moving.
I keep on lifting you higher. I keep on loving you higher. I keep on praising you higher. I keep on worshiping
So I
you
keep
higher.
moving.
I tell the world about your love. I tell the world about your grace. Yeah. Oh.
And so I keep moving.
I'm moving higher. I gotta go higher in you. I wanna go higher. I just gotta go higher in you. I love you, Lord. Can't you see me? I'm going higher. Please help me. Higher, higher. I'm going higher, higher. I wanna go higher, higher. I'm going higher, moving higher.
What's up, everybody? This is Bruce. This is Demario.
This is Cranston. This is Tori.
And this is Jordan.
We are Rain. And you're listening to
Stevie B.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Number 11.
Holding down my number 11 slot is Teray Mack. This was 69 weeks holding down this slot too. Teray is from Jacksonville, Florida. His new single, Thank God I Love This Song. This song features Amber Baldwin from Greensboro, North Carolina. She's a member with Teray in the group Testament Acappella Ensemble. And we did a debut of this new EP that Teray has in 2019 EP entitled Rich. We debuted that EP on this broadcast. 146 nice songs he has on that EP. You're going to love my number 11 song by Teray Mack. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 11.
One time for my G-O-D. One time for my G-O-D. Yeah. One time for my G-O-D. One time for my G-O-D.
So many blessings, so many times that we take you for granted. You gave strength to the weary and power to the weak. And though we are not perfect, your favor doesn't cease. No, through the fire and through the rain, you loosed all the shackles, you broke every chain. You are a sovereign God, I'm indebted to you forever. Lift up your name. I'm not afraid because my Lord will never fail. Whatever weapon formed, God will prevail. If you ever wonder how my God is so blind, these are the reasons why. It's better to die on the cross. Yeah. We would not be lost, and then we will thank God for that. Hard times, no stress, and it's a lesson. I got Jesus, so I keep so I'm gonna keep pressing. Yeah. I don't worry about my enemies because Remember where your help comes from. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Over and over, I'm in awe of your power, Lord. Your ways are so amazing. I'll forever be indebted to the way that you love me, Lord. And I'll forever praise your name. I don't know why you love me, but I am forever grateful for the times that you have made a way you cover me. I know it's by your grace and by your favor I have victory. And now today I'm stronger because you touched me. If you ever really wonder why I'm fly, here are the reasons why.
It's just a play on the cross, so we would not be lost, and now we are. Hard times, no stress in the lesson. Check out Jesus, so I keep pressing. I don't worry about my enemies because I'm a hater. I'm a elevator.
Remember where your help comes from, and I will.
It's just a play on the cross, so we would not be lost, and now we will. Hard times, no stressing, it's a lesson. I got Jesus, so I keep pressing. I don't worry about my enemies because all my haters are my elevators. They got it. They got it. They got it. They got it. Oh.
Your ways are so amazing.
Hey y'all, this is Stephanie Booker Wilson of Stephanie Sings Vocal Studio, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B. Boom, boom, baby.
I needed you to reach out and take my hand. Guide me, Lord. Guide me, Lord. Guide me, Lord.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Number 10.
Holding down my number 10 slot for 69 weeks is Revelation out of Orlando, Florida. That single, Gethsemane. I love this song from the 2016 album, From the Heart. You're going to love my number 10 song. You got Stevie B on the 1 and 2.
Number 10.
What wondrous love I see, freely shown for you and me, by the one who did atone. You see, just to show his matchless grace, Jesus came down here and he took my place. Can't you see him as he's praying in the garden all alone? Hey, just for me. Oh, what love. Wait right here, he told us three. I need you to stay right here and watch for me. But they heard no big sermon. Can you believe those three disciples slept? While my loving Savior, he cried, he wept. Oh, Father, but if it's your will, you know that I'll do it. I'm ready now. Then he went a little further. Then they led him up the hill, hung him high, stretched him wide. Father, not my will but thine. I can hear him cry in the garden. Oh, my love, oh, my love. His love took my place. Yeah. Lord, thank you, Jesus. Hey, for me. In
This is your dude, West Coast Black, a.k.a. Uncle Black from the West Coast Boys, representing California. Sitting in the lab, the sweatbox, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Taking you back to the old school. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 9.
Holding down my number 9 slot for 69 weeks is Daryl Barnett out of Los Angeles, California. His single, Why, from his 2018 album, Way to Go. And Daryl is the 2018 recipient for the NACAMA Song of the Year for this single. And also, we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode number 61, and recorded version, episode number 8. Enjoy my number 9 song by Daryl Barnett. You got Stevie B on the 1s and 2s. That catfish don't want to swim tonight.
Number 9.
I used to know you, but don't call like you used to. If you still love me, can I give me a chance just to say how I feel? It may hurt you, but what I'm seeing is real. I love to see children play. I've got this pressure. There's a new pill I saw today. I'm hypocritical. Nothing is wrong. Take a picture and just smile, but it's coming after a while. Holding me down, sister's dying of age. No, my man don't sleep around. Don't be stupid, we all gonna die. And since you only live once, you do you go ahead and live your life. The pastor is on TV, but are we building people? Bound for divorce, we're wasting money, tell me. Why should I save? Let me have my worldly things. God said he'll supply my needs. That ain't what it means. Back home. It seems like it was meant so. Tell me when our change is gonna come. No. Seems like my life ain't gonna change. Let's not make any excuses. Still stay the same. He's the plan that he will. Take this pain, I can't make it on my own. Ain't no good nothing can go.
And you are listening to Stevie B, the master blaster of Acappella gospel music.
Number 8.
Seem to be having some technical difficulty here, but we got it straight now. Number 8, my number 8 song in the 69 weeks is Anthony Tony Carter and Craig Harden from Chicago, Illinois. Their new single, Daily Bread. You're going to love my number 8 song. You got Stevie B on the 1s and 2s.
Number 8.
This time, the storm, well, it brought me down to my knees, and I prayed, Father, please have mercy, Lord, 'cause I'm almost dead. And every morning when I would rise, I did not think I could face another day. But I made it because you fed me my daily bread. Yeah, Lord. See, when I needed faith, God had fed me my daily bread. Lord, just enough to make it through the day. I needed courage, God had fed me my daily bread. Make it, Lord, I pray. And the first day, y'all, I made. And Lord, the second day, see, when I needed help, I got down on my knees and prayed. And He lifted me. He set my feet upon the rock. He gave me new direction. Thank God I made it. And every morning I pray. Lord, please make a way. Lord, please make a way. And Father, give us this day our daily bread. Oh, I know for certain, as sure as you're gonna have problems that make you call on the phone. And when you call, just remember, Lord, what Jesus said. Don't pray for tomorrow. ask Him for your. And when you need strength, God will give you your daily bread. Lord, enough to make it through the day. When you need courage, God will give you your daily bread. I believe just enough to make it, Lord. I pray and I guarantee that you'll make it. Just put your trust in Him. Put your hand in God's hand, and I know you'll make it. Just believe in His way. You got to trust in Him, and I'm a witness to it. My Lord will bring you out every morning. Sometimes straight down on your knees, but you got to stay in prayer daily for strength, for courage, and get up. That's the key. You got to get up and put your hand in His, and then you'll make it. You'll see the fruit from your labor. No weapon formed against you could touch God's awesome faith. He'll lead you step by step to the trouble zone, through the good and the bad of you, until it brings you home. Oh, yeah. Every morning I pray. I'm gonna pray every day for the Lord to make a way for me.
Hi, my name is Vonda Waller from the Columbus, Georgia area. You're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
We will be dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, the late Linda Dilly from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She was a member of my staff here at Stevie B's Media Productions from 2016 to June of 2021. She wrote all the questions for the artists that we interviewed on this radio show. We want to keep her memory alive on this radio broadcast.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
This week we are featuring the late Ervin C. Jackson from Wesley Chapel, Florida. Ervin was coming on this broadcast every fourth Friday of the month, debuting his new music on this show. And he passed back here in January of this year. We will certainly miss him. And his new single that that we'll be featuring this week by Ervin C. is Walk by Faith. I just love this song. This is one of my favorite songs that he has produced here. Enjoy my Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've been so lost in life, but Jesus came to set me free. I was delusional, yes I was blind, but now I see. I'm not here to tell you all of the things I used to do. But I've got to tell you that He can make your life brand new.
I must confess that even though He's with me, life gets hard.
But I walk by faith, because that's all it takes to get my reward.
Yeah, I walk by faith, not sight. Cause I see His light. It's not my strength, but His might. Cause I'll win the fight. I walk by faith, not sight. Cause I'll see His light. It's not my strength, but His might. Cause I'll win the fight. We have an enemy, and I just don't see one. He's unrelentless in waging war against your soul. Yeah. You can't defeat him when you try to fight by yourself. No, no. So put on holy armor and let the Lord of the Lord prevail. Yeah.
Mary, Mary Magdalene, aren't you glad to know that Jesus could defeat your demons and deliver you from the foe? In old blind Bartimaeus, it was you sitting by the road. You had faith in the Son of David, and that's what made you whole. And little lady, for 12 years you suffered from your flow. But with faith you touched the hem of His garment, and now you suffer no more. And Lazarus, he was lifeless when Jesus called your name. When you heard His voice, you broke free from death and came back to life again.
So walk by faith, not sight. That's how you see His light. It's not your strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how you win the fight. Just walk by faith, not sight. That's how you see His light. It's not your strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. We walk by faith and not sight. Yeah, that's how you see His light. It's not your strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. Just walk by faith and not sight. That's how you see His light. Not by strength, but His might. That's how we win the fight. Just walk by faith and not sight. Yeah, that's how we see His light. Just not by strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. I walk by faith and not sight. Yeah, that's how we see His light. It's not by strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how I win the fight. I walk by faith, not sight. That's how I see His light. It's not by strength, but His might. Yeah, that's how we win the fight. Walk by faith, not sight. That's how we see His light. But not by strength, but His might.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
You're in the mix with Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 7.
Coming in number 7, holding for 769 weeks is Shedeka Chorus out of Houston, Texas. There's a new single, Sounds of Love. I just love this song from the 2020 EP. Surrounded by Love, featuring Frank Melton III, former of the Melody Airs. Enjoy my number 7 song by Shedeka Chorus. You got Stevie B on the 1s and 2s.
Number 7.
What does love look like? What does love sound like? What do you see? What do you hear? Does it look like wind from up above, blowing strong, like to be far?
What's going on, everybody? It's your brother in Christ, Cornelius the Strong Edwards, all the way from Galveston, Texas, better known as Paradise Island. And you're now listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Enjoy and be blessed in God's endless mercy. Agape. Strong.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. At 30,000 feet. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. These are rappers, baby. It's Friday night. And the mood is right. Stevie B's on the radio. We're gonna play tonight. And if you just tune in, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in. Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B.
This your boy Lil Lou from Athens, Alabama at Diesel Records. Giving a shout out to my man Stevie B with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Every Friday night we get down just like this. Diesel Records, baby.
And if you just tune in, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in.
Every Friday night
Stevie B's on the radio
with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Good morning, Concord. My name is Marcus D. Wiley. Hey, TSU, what's up? Okay. What's up? Man, I tell you, now, it's 10 o'clock. Y'all a little lively. 8 o'clock, it's a little different. So is this like a, this is a mixture church and a club crowd? I mean, no shade, because, both institutions, they create some of the same dynamics, You got people who hang out at church like it's a club. Then you got folks who go to the club religiously. Yeah. Man, I can take on a little journey. Like you go to the club, they got at the club, they got a thing called bouncers. Bouncers are there to maintain order. Make sure you don't sneak in without paying. You go over to the church got a thing called ushers. They here to maintain order. Make sure you don't sneak out without paying your tithes and your off. Close the door. It's offering time. Lock them. You go to the to the club. The club have a bartender. Bartender ushers out spirits. Go to the church. Church have a praise team leader or a pastor. Ushers in the spirit. Yeah. Men try to get with women at the club. Ladies, you don't like it because a brother don't know your name, so he got to reference something you wearing to get your attention. So he got to be like, red. Gucci purse. Hold up, Gucci purse. Say little PT, little ponytail. What's up? Holla at your boy. Men try to get with women at church too. They just make more of a spiritual reference. They be more like virtuous. Something like Mary. What's up? Answer to my prayers. Girl, you must be my rib. Believe it or not, you got people who go to the club, they don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't dance, they don't do nothing. They just like being there. Believe it or not, you got people who come to church. They're not in ministry. They don't participate. They don't give. They don't do nothing. They just like being here. But y'all, I'm one of them Christians, what you call, I'm free. Everybody say free. I came from a church where they said, any way you bless me, Lord, I'll be satisfied. And I took that and ran with it. Right? Because 8 years ago, my wife came up to me. She was like, babe, I'm pregnant, and it's yours. I was like, all right, put that on me. Okay. But we ain't know nothing about having kids. And I was at the barbershop, and the dude came up to me. He said, say, bro, you about to have a baby. I was like, nah, my wife is. But it's like the same thing. He's like, well, I work at the hospital. I was like, you the doctor? He's like, nah, I work at the hospital, and I get stuff. Like, you get stuff? He's like, yeah, you're going to need Pampers. You're going to need milk. I work at the hospital, and I get stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, how much? He said, give me $100. Concord Church, in my garage, stacked from the floor to the ceiling, were boxes of diapers and milk. Here's where I went wrong. One Sunday after church, I took one of these other Christians that's not free home with me. We go through the garage. He see all the boxes. He like, man, what's all these boxes? I said, pimp, that's milk and diapers. He said, man, I bet you spent an arm and a leg on all that. I said, $100. Dude at the barbershop hooked me up. Here he go, boy, that's stealing. That man stole that stuff, and you got your baby drinking this stolen milk. Your baby could drink this milk and die. He gonna kill my baby. But that's how they act when they not getting blessed. Something always wrong with your blessing. And them type of Christians don't even read the Bible, because somewhere in there it say the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. And I'm just trying to see how you going to get the wicked's wealth if you don't know nobody wicked. Some of y'all praying for a flat screen, you better go to the barber shop. All right, Sal, y'all good?
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the flight tonight. Oh, this is your captain speaking. I'm playing some of the world's greatest acapella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. We're flying 30,000 feet, and I'm dropping bombs everywhere.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Gospel Blast.
Spinning on the ones and twos, it's Stevie B, the Blasta Massa of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 6.
Holding down my number 6 slot for 11 weeks is Monte Cuba from Houston, Texas. He has a new single entitled Through the Storm from his 2020 album, Learning. You're going to love this song. We debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode 190, and also did an exclusive interview with Monte, episode 176. Enjoy my number 6 song by Monte Cuba. You got Stevie B on the ones and
number 6.
Through the storms, I'll stand.
There will be sorrow. There will be pain. Count it all joy through the rain. You don't have to worry. You don't have to cry. We know that Jesus will help you through the storms. It's 2 in the morning when you get that call. A loved one is hurting, not good at all. You ask yourself, what you gonna do? Trust in Jesus, He will help you. He will pull you through. There will be sorrow. There will be pain. Count it all joy through the rain. You don't have to worry. You don't have to cry. Jesus will help you through the storms. We all go through ups and downs. Sometimes you smile, sometimes you frown. But we can look forward to better days, because the Father, He has said, troubles won't last always. There will be sorrow, there will be pain. Just a little count it all joy. You gotta count it all joy. The rain. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. Jesus will help you through the storms. Sometimes it hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts so bad. Give 'em all the love have to cry. Oh, yeah. Jesus will help you. He will help you. Oh, yeah. Jesus will help you. He will help you. That power in the name. Jesus will help you through the storm.
Hey family, what's good? This is E-Sage with Straight Company. And you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Blast, the Master Blaster. Go ahead on.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music. Number 5.
Holding down my number 5 slot for 11 weeks is Called by God. Called by God, Acappella ensemble out of Nashville, Tennessee. Their new single, Yes, is on the way. I just love this song. This song features Dwayne Pugh from Dallas, Texas, and we debuted that album here on this broadcast. Episode number 134 is the 2019 album For His Purpose, and also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That's episode number 32. You're going to love this number 5 song. Got Stevie B on the 1s and 2s.
Number 5.
It's on the way, yeah. It's on the way, yeah. Your promises are yea and amen. I celebrate all that I am. Your promises are yea and amen. I celebrate all that I am. Yeah, all that I am. Yeah. Promises. All that I am. Holy Spirit, please intercede. I will release you to speak what is best for me. Whatever you say, it shall come to pass. That's why I'll learn to trust you more. Oh, limitless God, limitless power, your only desire is to see me go higher.
This is Crystal Stevenson from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Hey, this is Amber Baldwin from Greensboro, North Carolina.
This is Dodge Burnett coming from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, this is Teray Mack out of Jacksonville, Florida, representing Duval. We are the one and only Testament Acappella, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Music Blast.
With you is where I want to be. Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 4.
Holding down my number 4 slot for 11 weeks is Vision out of Houston, Texas. They have a new single entitled Beautiful, and this group was the recipients for the 2018 NACAMA Contemporary Artist of the Year. Enjoy my number 4 song by Vision. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 4.
Each morning is a gift. Do your best to make the most of it. Maybe a smile or a kind deed, helping someone who is in need. Can you imagine what we could do if you help me and I help you too? It would be like water to a thirsty soul, and every day we'd make beautiful. Whoa, we won't stop loving God. He's got so much love for us. So we adore you, yeah, yeah. And Lord, we know you make us beautiful. We won't stop loving God. Oh yeah, so much love for us. So we adore you. So why would you delay? Don't wait till tomorrow to love today. Somebody needs to know that you care. Help someone know that God is there. 'Cause when we treat each other right, that's how the world sees the light of Christ. It's like water to a thirsty soul. You make the world around you beautiful. Whoa, yeah, we want so much love. Lord, we adore you. Nobody. You make us beautiful.
Hi, this is Jeremy Roberts, singer of No Mistakes and album I Forgive You, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Number 3.
Holding down my number 3 slot for 11 weeks is the Soul Influence out of Houston, Texas. Their single, That's All I Think About, from the 2007 album, You Gotta Believe. We did an exclusive interview with Marcus Bonham and Monte Cuba. These two were the original members of the Soul Influence. And this episode 176. Enjoy my number 3 song by the Soul Influence. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Number 3.
Mama told me years ago, seek Jesus and don't let go. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm striving with all my might for evil and just be right. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. I wish to here and now, still true to the gospel now. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. Every day ain't a been sunshine. Gotta get a little rain sometimes. That's all I think about. That's all I'm thinking about. Gotta let that mind be in me. Trusting Him, keep setting you free. My friends don't understand the quiet life of a Christian, but it's God I think about. It's God I'm thinking about. They can't wrap their minds around why it's now when the whole world frowns. It's good I think about. It's good I think about. I've searched the whole world over, ain't nothing like knowing Jehovah God. That's all I think about. Oh yeah, that's all I'm thinking about. Gotta let that mind be in me. Trusting Him, keep setting you free. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. Gotta let that mighty in me. Trusting Him, keep setting me free. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. I'm determined yet to think about it. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. This is always more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Ain't no way, no how that I would be leaving. All I think about is you. That's what I'm about to do. I do everything I need to keep pleasing. More and more each day. I'm determined yet to stay. Do even know how that I will be leaving. Like it's just you and me. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know. I belong to Him. Heart and soul, all I got to know.
Hey, this is Melissa Lancaster with the singing group Durant, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Dropping the beat. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Number 2.
Holding down my number 2 slot for 11 weeks is Straight Company out of Louisville, Kentucky. Their new single, Dreamers, from their 2020 album, AMG. Amazing, magnificent, godly. You're going to love this song. We debuted this album here on this broadcast, episode 181. This is the 2 CD box set, 21 tracks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 21 tracks. You're going to love this song. And the members of the Straight Company that was on this show when we did that debut was Jay Walk, the Rose, Gunsmithy, East-Aid, and D-Blow. That was a great show. Enjoy my number 2 song by Straight Company. You got Stevie B on the 1s and 2s.
Number 2.
The best Jamaican accent you ever heard in your life.
There's so many things going on in this world today. So many things that are going on. Most of them good, but we have a lot of bad too. So we have to help each other out. If we don't help each other out, how are we going to make the world a better place? So that's what I'm telling to you right now. Let's make everything better for you. Better for me, better for the whole world. All right?
Yeah, man. The Straight Nation. We can hear it, man. All right, man.
These are the people that need the godly man, the godly woman, the godly child.
Kingston, Montego Bay, move it, put on the county, Ocho Rios.
We want to love.
Mandeville, here we go. It's time for a new beginning, a new song, whole world can sing, spirit, so overwhelming, extending our hands to the street, we got to reach them, yes, make a dream come true for someone. Many people less fortunate than you and me. Oh my, let's help make the dream come true. Oh, it's time that we do it better. More love from each other, whatever it takes. Let's God in me, busting out yours. Every voice would come together and shout out. Shouldn't it do, yes. Less fortunate than you and me, yeah. Stop the suffering and the agony and the bickering and the misery and heaven sees everything. It's up to you, it's up to me, you dreamers, dreamers. Hey, can I just put you and say it's in the name of the Lord? God. No, 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 no. Heaven is full of compassion. Great is His mercy toward me. Yeah. But the Lord is good, full of mercy, just it's time for, let's do it better. More love from each other, whatever it takes. Just God in me, and I'm yours. Every voice would come together and shout out. Let's help make your dreams come your hands, y'all.
Somebody needs some help. Somebody needs some help. Somebody needs some help.
We can do this. God made us all one blood, man. One love. We know better than that.
I'm LaSonia Carter Charleston, and I sing with Truly Blessed out of Atlanta, Georgia. You're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the sound of that big iron bird landing on the ground. Had to bring it on down. Because according to the clock on the wall, I'm way over time tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the broadcast where I have to say goodnight. I got to go. I really enjoyed playing these inspirational songs and tickling your funny bone. I want to thank my listeners for riding with me on the blast tonight. What a show, what a show. You cannot deny what you're on the blast on a Friday night. I'm playing some of the world's greatest acapella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. But I want to thank most of all the God of heaven through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me the privilege, and it is indeed a privilege, maybe to spend this time with you on a Friday night. So until we meet again, may God continue to bless your lives. It may bless you real, real good. You've been listening to Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
All right, let me hit you with three pieces before I get up out of here. Peace, peace, peace. And I'll see you, Lord, say so, on the other side.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acapella Gospel Music.
My number one song for 11 weeks is La Chance from the Bay Area, San Francisco, California. Her single, In Reverse. I just love this song from the 2018 EP, La Chance in Acapella. And this song is produced by, the EP is produced by Cornell Clark from San Bernardino, California. You're going to love my number one song, La Chance, In Reverse. Good night, everybody. God bless you. I'm Stevie B, and I'm out.
Number one.
All these things I've been believing, all the promises that were made to me, they now seem like they make believe. I don't believe. Now I'm feeling lost in the wilderness, out in the woods, feeling misunderstood. What happened to those days when you held me close? I'm going in reverse. I'm losing my patience, flowing out of my mind. I'm going in reverse. Yeah, feels like I'm running out of time. See, I was told that everything would be okay if I stay faithful, say my prayers, and then commit my heart to trust in you. I thought if I ordered my steps in your way, I'd be protected. You never tomorrow meaning I'd be there. Now nothing's making sense to me. I'm confronted by reality. Did you lie to me, or is there something I'm not understanding? I'm going in reverse. Oh Lord, I'm losing my faith and my faith and my mind and my mind. Feels like I'm running out of time. Does this confusion really mean that you don't care? I can't feel you. Does it mean that you're not there? I'm going in reverse. I'm losing my patience, going out of my mind. Feel like I'm running. I'm going in reverse. I'm reaching out. I need you, Lord. I need you more than I've ever needed you before. And I know you can heal me. I need you to help me. Help me to move forward. Help me to see you. Help me to reach for you. Show me how to trust you. I need a new perspective. I need direction. I need your protection.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Top 20 Countdown Show. Acappella Gospel Music.
Oh, Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Oh, Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Oh, Stevie B, Gospel Blast.